And welcome back to Love Your Food. This week we are doing an incredibly delicious and actually really easy onion jam. Now, like all jams, this is a little bit of a sweet recipe, but we're going to balance that sweetness with a bunch of other things. So it's going to have that sourness from a little bit of vinegar, that savoriness from the onions and some mustard, and we're going to get going here and start off with our ingredients. So we've got these beautiful Cipollini onions, some sugar, some vinegar of your choice. We're using red wine vinegar here. Some mustard, we're using a grainy mustard. And then some fresh spices. We've got a fresh bay leaf and some fresh thyme and tarragon and rosemary tied together here in a bouquet garni, which means we're not leaving most of it in. We're just using it for the flavor, and then we're going to take it out. So starting off, we're going to get our onions cooked, or cut at least, doing our mise en place. And we just want to make them pretty small. This is going to be a little bit of a chunky jam. We don't need to make it a puree or anything. We're not going to grate these. And they don't need to be super even. They're going to cook for a long time and get really, really soft. A little bit of texture can always be interesting in this. And the first thing we're going to do is start caramelizing these just lightly in a little bit of butter. So we're just getting started with that. We want them to wilt, become translucent, and then we want them to get a little bit of color before we start adding in some of our other ingredients like the sugar. We are going to give it a little sprinkle of salt for sure. Let some of those juices come out, let the flavors sort of mingle with the butter and the onions, and it'll help bring more of those flavors together later. Now we've got this on our induction burner. We're going to cover that just to let them steam a little bit underneath there. Now you can see they're starting to cook. They're starting to get a little bit translucent. They're a little soft around the edges. We're going to give that a stir. We've got this in cast iron, or sorry, not cast iron. We've got this in stainless steel. So it will stick a little bit if you don't keep an eye on it. But we're going to make sure we use that later on. We're going to deglaze this when we get a little bit of the fond at the bottom there. Now we add in our bouquet garni. And a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper. Now, the whole point of having that string on there is to have it sticking out of the pan, so it makes everything easier to remove later, which we sort of neglected to do. It's twofold. It's supposed to hold it together, but it's also supposed to make it retrieval easier later. Now you can see we let that cook for a little while. We let it steam with those beautiful aromatic herbs in there, and we did get a little bit of fond at the bottom. And we're just going to bring that up with a little bit of water. Just very, very simple. We're not adding a whole lot of other flavors in there yet. We're getting the aroma from those fresh herbs. And we're going to get some of that caramelized onion up from the bottom. And you can do that a couple of times. It doesn't matter. We're going to basically let all of that water cook off each time and continue to concentrate that flavor. And once you get a little bit of caramelization, you're going to add your sugar. Now, you don't want to stir it in. We're just going to add that over top in as even a layer as we can. And we're just going to let that caramelize on top for a little while. We don't want it to hit the bottom of the pan right away and just start to burn. So we're going to try and keep that on top as much as we can. Now, of course, it's going to melt and, flow through and all that sort of thing. But really what we want to do is try and keep as much of it off the bottom of the pan as possible and keep the onions down there. And we want to get that nice and dark. And you can see here it has changed colors pretty significantly. And the caramelization has progressed considerably. So we're getting those nice dark colors and with it a lot of flavor. And we're just going to let that caramelize for a little bit longer. Once it's reached a good dark color, we are going to add in our vinegar. And again, because you've got the sugar and you've got the onions, there's going to be some stuff stuck to the bottom of the pan. Use the vinegar to just sort of pull that up off the bottom. Now's a great time to remove your fresh herbs. And if some of the leaves come off and stay in your mixture, that's fine. It's still flavor. Pull out your bay leaf, and we're going to add in our mustard. Now we're using this really nice grainy mustard, which adds a really nice sort of rustic look to it, and that mustard sort of savory flavor. If you want to use just a plain Dijon or something like that, that's fine. It still gives you that flavor. You might want to use a little bit less. Dijon will have a little bit more intense flavor because it's ground up. This stuff, because it's full berries or full mustard seeds, is a little more subtle in its flavor. So once that gets to the color and consistency you want, we're going to take that out. We want to cool it down. We want to make sure it's nice and cool. You can see it's holding its shape. It's not runny. This is exactly where we want it. So the sugar has caramelized. The onions are all cooked and caramelized all the way through as well. The flavors and the aroma are just amazing. We're just going to pop that into a nice jar, and we let that chill. This makes a great topping for so many things here. You can see us, we're putting it on a burger. Really, really versatile, absolutely amazing flavor. It has those balances of sweet and savory and a little bit sour from the vinegar, and just lots and lots of uses for this. Goes on all sorts of sandwiches, and we hope you give it a try. If you like this recipe, please do like and subscribe, and if you have any recipes you'd like to see Chef Caleb try on the channel, please let us know in the comments below. Thanks to our patrons. We started a Patreon. Please check that out in the description below as well. And remember to love your food.